He swore someone loved him, but no one was there. It started when my cousin began posting strange photos online. He'd moved into a small apartment across town after a bad breakup, trying to start over. At first, the pictures seemed normal. Coffee cups, sunsets, books on his nightstand. But then, a second coffee cup began appearing in every photo. A pair of shoes by the door that weren't his. A shadowy outline in the mirror behind him. He captioned every post with things like, "Movie night with my favorite person," or "They made breakfast." Again, spoiling me as usual. I thought maybe he'd met someone new, and honestly, I was happy for him. After everything he'd been through, it was good to see him smiling again. But weeks passed, and no one had ever seen this mysterious partner. When I called to ask, he sounded cheerful but vague. "Oh, you'll meet them soon," he'd say. "They're shy." One night, he called me in tears. "They're gone," he whispered. I could hear his breath shaking through the phone. They left without saying goodbye. I tried to calm him down, telling him relationships end sometimes, but he kept repeating, they wouldn't just leave me. They promised they wouldn't. Worried, I drove to his apartment the next morning. The place was spotless, too spotless. No clothes on the floor, no dishes in the sink, no trace of another person ever living there. On the table sat 2 coffee mugs, one still half full but cold. When I looked closer, I realized both had his initials etched on the bottom. He came out of the bedroom, eyes red and hollow. "I told you," he said quietly. "They're gone." Then he pointed to the couch and whispered, "That's where we used to sit." But the couch was empty. That's when I saw the framed photo. On the wall, a selfie of him smiling, with his arm stretched out as if around someone's shoulder. But the space next to him was empty. No one was there. It hit me all at once. There had never been anyone else. Every post, every conversation, every smile. He'd been living inside his own illusion, creating a person to fill the silence. I didn't say a word. I just sat down beside him, and for the first time in a long while, I stayed.